Hello and welcome to my review of The Cat Lady by Harvester Games. If you are new here and you're just searching for a review of the game, feel free to check out the channel. I have a full playthrough over there. But yeah, The Cat Lady. Originally coming into it, my expectations, well, I heard good things, so I expected it to be good. I thought it was a point and click, but it turned out to be an old school adventure game, or in that style, which I mean had no nostalgia factor on me because I've never played one. But if you've watched the playthrough, you know I absolutely love this game. Like I love this to the point where maybe I overrate it, but for my short horror game experience, which is literally just the horror games I've played on this channel, it's definitely my favorite one by a pretty good margin, I feel. I think there's a lot to love about it. First off, the plot itself is pretty interesting. Um, it's definitely a character-centric plot. Like, if you're gonna pull it off well, you need good parasites and a good cast, and I think the cast was pretty excellent. Susan was a really fun character to follow. I loved her snarky attitude. Obviously, you kind of control how she acts, but I was pretty snarky. And I absolutely adore Mitzi. She's probably my favorite character. I love her style. I thought she looked very cool. And I love her personality. And I just found out there's an ending where she doesn't die from cancer, which which makes me feel bad that I did get the ending where she died from cancer, but that's alright. I think the parasites were also very well done. You're trying to make something or people that seem less than human, you have to make them really creepy and weird, and I think they did a pretty good job at it. And with some comedic and or weird side characters, I think the game had a really nice cast. The art style itself is pretty good. I know it might be off-putting to some. I really enjoy it. It's unique. The whole game is unique, but, well, to me, again, limited pool of experience. But yeah, it flows well with me. But obviously, the highlight of the game has to be the style and the technical aspects of the game. I love what they did with it. It feels like a artsy horror movie, but a good one. Just like average to bad. I mean, obviously bad artsy horror movies are bad, but average ones usually still put me to sleep. I usually like them less than, I don't know, schlocky horror movies, but the good ones, though, they really get you. And this is what I felt like. It felt like the creators had a lot of ideas they wanted to do, and they just ran with it, and they thought it worked very well. Obviously, it's definitely more of a personal preference for some of this stuff, because I'm sure some people like more of the stylistic choices than others. For me, though, personally, it meshed very well. I really enjoyed like a lot of them. What I'm talking about is like unique, the unique mechanics per chapter that some had. Like that most notable one was the stress and or relief bar in chapter 3, how they showed like the flashback like in chapter 2 with Dr. X. Well, like the two characters were talking about the flashback, and then there's like a little screen you played on for a bit showing the flashback. Like stuff like that was really really cool to me. um the general tone of the story, and then it hits your creepy marks. It did have some spooky stuff, not overly spooky, but good atmosphere. I thought the comedy hit pretty hard for me. I really enjoyed that. A little bit of edge to it that might not everyone might love in current year, but I thought it was fine. I don't really care about that stuff too much. I'm more of a laid back guy. Hit me with that. Um, but yeah, comedy works well. Again, it hits a lot of personal enjoyment in me, which makes me really enjoy the game. Music is great. I love the vocal tracks. Very fun watching the vocal tracks at the end of a chapter or whatever, close to the end, and it's like going along with the scene. I just vocal track scenes. Obviously the best one has to be in chapter 3 after the Cannibal Mansion, but also really like the chapter 4 one with the elevator. Or is that chapter 5? I don't know. No, it's chapter 5 and Cannibal House is chapter 4. Right, right. Um, but yeah, those are always fun. Again, it feels movie like, which is good. I like it. I'm not the best gamer, mechanic wise. I'm not good at most stuff, so I like how easy this game flowed. I did get stuck at like, I didn't know I had to put the gloves in the toilets. I think I was just low brain power that day, but everything else just, at my own pace flowed nicely. I didn't feel stuck, or like, obviously I had to think about stuff sometimes, but I didn't feel like frustrated and stuck um in any place, which was good. um yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of winging it. Obviously, again, I'm not the biggest gamer, so these are just my opinions from my limited pool of horror games in specific. Um, some favorite moments. Favorite chapter, I think, has to be Sits. I don't know if that would be like a global choice, but I thought it was just super fun exploring the flat and all the neighbors and how quirky some are, how funny others. It's just a very long chapter, which made it also very fun to do. Um, yeah, there's like comedy. Then you have like Joe's flat, which was probably the scariest sequence in the game for me. Then you have like the babysitter thing, which was like one of the funnier sequences in the game. It's just a very well-rounded chapter, and I like the investigation aspect of it. Um, Personally, my favorite Parasite moment though has to be in end of chapter 2 after you revive for the first time. And I just love that whole scene when you revive, like how Susan freaks out, goes on an epic rant speech. I just love the ending of it. It's like, but the old lady was right. I'm immortal. I can't die. I think it's about time you see how mortal you are, doctor, or something like that. But that just hyped me up so much, and I think that is my favorite Parasite sequence. Obviously the cannibal stuff is very epic too, but that one just hit me somewhere. Honestly, like this, I did think I was a little slow to get into it. I didn't get like super hyped for it until that scene. Um, Maybe I was just mad because I didn't know I had to put the gloves in the toilets. But after the doctorette stuff, I was super dialed in the rest of the playthrough, which was fun. Um, but yeah, all I have for this game is praise. I'm trying to think of some negatives. I think the only like it's not even a negative, it's just something I would like to see is like I really like this idea of immortality, but we're not like some superhuman. We just revive all the time, which is cool, which again helps with the flow. It means you don't actually have to save in spots. You can just, I mean, unless you want to cheese it with the options, which is fine. But you don't need to worry about like dying because you just respawn with your items, which is cool. But I wish you could see some like interaction with this respawning with the actual parasites. And you do with Dr. X, right? Like he thinks you're dead, so you sneak up and kill him. But I mean like them like killing you and then they see you respawn and they actually have like a reaction like what the hell just happened. I thought that would have been cool for one of the parasites to be like surprised by that, but it just didn't happen. It's not even a big detail, it's just something I would have liked to see. But yeah, it's just a surreal experience. I feel like I've said these words before that you'll for a different game. I think it was Franbo, which probably still stands true to the game, but like it's a unique experience and you probably won't find something else like this. But I think this is like an actual solid statement for this game. I doubt you'll find something not made by the same people. Obviously, if it's made by the same people, then it could be similar, but I doubt you'll find like a other game similar to this. Even I don't know, I haven't played old adventure games which have, I'm guessing, similar mechanics, but the whole atmosphere of this game, this weird, it just has a weird chaotic feeling to it. Besides like the horror and comedy stuff, which I love the chaotic feeling. Also props to the voice actors slash actresses. I thought they did a pretty great job. I think that's very important in voice acting games. Voice acted games. You don't want an annoying one. I thought Susan and Mitzi's were great. Very dynamic delivery with some of the lines, where to the point where it sounds kind of weird, but obviously I'm sure that was a stylistic choice, like I'm sure with most of the stuff in the game, where it sounds like they're over exaggerated or even like reading off a script sometimes, but again, I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. Then you have like the ridiculous ones like Rita Tickles and the Dog Ladies, which were just fun. It's just so much fun, dude. I literally can't find anything wrong with that I had a problem with this game besides like human error by me. It is just a surreal experience that I would recommend to everyone, honestly, and everyone. It is just mwah, mwah. Yeah, I mean, I just wrap it up. Again, feel free to watch the playthrough. I jerk it off over there too. I mean, I jerked the game off, not myself. I mean, I guess they both sounded weird, but it was supposed to be less weird. But yeah, great time. Definitely will check out some other works by this company. Because again, this was just fantastic, and I'm super happy I decided to play this since to choose this. Yeah, it was a shot in the dark. I was like, oh, well, Franbo was a fun point and click game, so this should be fun. I mean, it turned out it wasn't even a point and click game, but this definitely, it's surpassed any expectations I had for it in the beginning. It was a blast, and I loved, well, not, I guess I did say the beginning was a little slow for me, but I loved, when I got into it, I loved every moment of that. So thank you guys for watching this short review. Again, if you enjoyed, feel free to sub. We do horror games in this channel pretty often, and again, you can watch the Cat Lady playthrough on it, and eventually I'll get to their other works one day for sure. And if you want to see other horror games, then you might find something you like. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day. Bye.